done a book haul in a while, and I think it's about time to show you guys the books that I have bought in the past month. Maybe longer. No, the past month I have set out, but I have been buying a lot of books just individually, so not enough to show you guys. But I also have a box that I already opened but need to show you guys at the end of the book haul. So let's get to it! You guys can't see it because I angled the camera away, but there's a stool right here, and on top of it is a huge stack. That is the stack of books for the book haul. So, yeah. I went on a trip a little bit ago, and I didn't mean to buy a lot of books, but they were so cheap, so I bought a lot of books, and then I had to actually get rid of some clothes and shoes from my suitcase to fit them all, so I'm happy that I got them now, and I can stack them on my shelves. Actually, you can see that I do not have a lot of room on my shelves, particularly, so yeah, dang it, I showed some of the stack, but it's actually, the books are bleeding into my other room now, so yeah, time to start the book haul. This is The Cry of the Ice Mark, the first book in the Ice Mark Chronicles by Stuart Hill, and I said that right. Oh, that's like a miracle when I say it right. So, I have not heard of it before, but it looked interesting and it kind of sounded interesting because it's got to do with werewolves and this kingdom of vampires and all this stuff, and she's a warrior princess and she fights them, and it sounded really interesting and it was cheap, so I could not resist getting it. Though I don't know when I'm actually going to find the time to read it, because I have so many books that are on my TBR to read. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll be reading that one, but do. Then my aunt gave me a Terry Brooks book. The first one I haven't read it yet, but it will be the first one that I've read by Terry Brooks when I read it. Magic Kingdom for Sale. She said she really liked it, so I'll probably have to read that soon and let her know that it was good. And then Death Comes to Pemberley by P.D. James. For those of you who do not know and are new here, I am a Jane Austen fanatic. Except I have not read all her books because there were some questionable ones that I'm not going to get into. But Sense and Sensibility, Emma, and Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is my life. I love it. Not really. I just like it a lot, and I've seen every version like 20 times over and read every version 20 times over. I have a stack of like versions of Pride and Prejudice, so I'm adding this to it. I actually have read this twice now, so within the past 5 months. But now I have my own copy instead of my library's copy. So they'll probably be happy to know I'm not checking that one out with the 30 books that I usually check out every month. Then we have Annabel Lee by Mike Napa. Okay, so it looks kind of creepy, but I just saw the name Annabel Lee at a bookstore, and I was like, hey, let's just read the back, see if it sounds interesting, and then I'll get it if it sounds interesting. It sounded interesting, so I got it. I love Edgar Allan Poe, and my favorite poem by him is Annabel Lee, so I saw Annabel Lee, and I was like, getting it. I just gotta make sure it actually sounds interesting, like something I might want to read in maybe a couple years, but yeah. And also, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I don't think I said that right at all, even though it took me a couple tries to even get it out, by Ransom Riggs. So I saw that the movie was coming out soon. Actually, I saw that a while ago. I did not watch the movie, and I did not watch the trailers because I wanted to read the book first. And I haven't read it yet. My aunt loves it, and I have heard a lot about it, and I really need to read it, but I haven't yet. So I'm just going to buy it now and read it, is the plan, I suppose. I don't know, I kind of winged the plan. There wasn't an actual plan. There's never a plan with buying books. Because when I actually plan to, I end up spending $30 because they just came out kind of thing. So, yeah. Then we have After Alice by Gregory McGuire. I Okay, so it's an Alice in Wonderland retelling, and in case you're really new here, I love retellings a lot, and I go through a phase where I have to get fairy tale retellings a lot. So that's why this one's in the stack. And I have not read a contemporary novel before, unless we're counting A Walk to Remember or Jane Austen. So I actually am putting together a reading list of contemporaries that are really good, or at least I've heard they're really good, and I'm going to try and read them. And this was $1 at a thrift store, and it's special edition with a little bookmark, so I had to get it, and it's hardcover, and it was super pretty. So, and plus it's the word fangirl. It's the word fangirl. I don't even need to know what this is about. I just need to know it's fangirl, and I'm gonna get it. So, yeah. That was my reasoning for buying that one. Then, Splintered by A.G. Howard. I have read this, however, I have not finished the series. I need to finish the series. But I really liked it, so I've actually been planning to buy this book for a while, but it was cheap and I finally did get to buy it. So I'm really happy about that. If you have not read that, you really need to read it because it's really, really good. Really, 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 really good. Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell. So I had tried to read this before from the library, but I didn't finish it. I got distracted with some other books, but it sounds really interesting. All the books that she has done sound interesting, and I want to read them. I just haven't yet. So it was cheap again, and I felt maybe if I own it, maybe I'll be more convinced to read it then. We all know that never works, but that was my reasoning for getting it. So don't say that that's not how it works, because I really am going to try and read it. I'm going to try and read it and finish it and hopefully like it. I don't know yet though. War Storm by Victoria Aveyard. Okay, so if you've seen my bookshelves, you know I don't own the rest of the series, the Red Queen series, but I have read them all. I'm just saving up my money to buy them. I was saving up my money before I bought all these books to buy the whole series, but then I saw this one on discount after it came out, so I convinced myself to get it then instead of waiting when I could buy the whole series. So I'm going to be reading War Storm very soon. Actually, I've already started it, but I'm going to be reading it all the way through very soon. I actually have seen some reviews, but I skipped the spoiler parts, but some people were rather disappointed with most of the book, and I'm kind of worried because it's pretty thick. It's like the Lunar Chronicles, except the Lunar Chronicles pages were so thin that I'm still not happy about that. And then we have Ready Player One. I specifically saved up so that I could get this one with the original cover instead of the movie adaptation cover, because we all know I hate movie adaptation covers. So yeah, I'm going to be reading this with my brother. He's listened to most of the audiobook, but we really want to read the book, or listen to it in his case, before we watch the movie. And yeah, so there's that one. And then The Night Circus by Erin something, last name I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce out loud. So my aunt lent me a copy of this book, and right before I went on a trip, and it's her favorite book, so I was going to try it and see if I loved it. I hope I can love it as much as she does. And she told me, give me that book back when you're done. I want it back because it's her favorite book. So, but on the trip, I found the pretty cover. And not that the other cover wasn't pretty, but I liked this one because it's like both in one. So, and it was cheap. So now I gotta give her back her copy and read my new copy of a book that I haven't read yet. So, do. And then a book I have already read is Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stohl? I don't know how to say her last name. I have already read this, and I loved it, so I knew I wanted to buy it. However, in one of my book hauls, I bought book 2 at the thrift store instead of book 1, and I haven't read book 2 yet, so now I've got book 1 and book 2, and I gotta read book 2 still, while reading a ton of other books. So, and then, The 13th Tale by Diane Setterfield? I have not read this, but I have really wanted to for a while, and there was another book by the author that I got just because it was by the author and I had really wanted to read this one. I don't know why I did that, but it was really, really cheap, like 50 cents cheap, so I did it. And now we have a box that I've already opened, but an author sent to me this, 2 of her books, in exchange for an honest book review, which I'll be doing on here in a little bit. But she's currently writing the last book in the trilogy, and it's supposed to come out later this year, maybe early next year, I believe. But she sent me the first 2 books in the trilogy. So, let's see, there's a beautiful bag that I can reuse by giving to someone for their birthday or something. And, oh, I need to take out the staples, but yeah. Let's see. I didn't know people sent this stuff. I thought they just sent the books. Okay, I have body lotion, coffee, tea, and hot cocoa all in one bag. Okay, I'm not a big fan of tea, but I will drink it. But I have a best friend that loves tea, so maybe we can read these and drink tea together. But, oh, Starbucks medium roast coffee. Okay, I'm a sucker for coffee. I love coffee, I live on it. Candles! Are they scented? They're scented candles! Okay, what are they? Tea light candles. Apple cinnamon, they're apple cinnamon. Oh, I just go around a store with my grandma and we sniff the scented candles to see which one we like most. But once in a while we get that really ugly scented one, and it's like, oh, let's go sniff all the others to make it go away. It doesn't go away for a while. But, oh, I love these. Ooh, popcorn. I get popcorn. Ink pens. Gel pens, even better. And, ooh, folding brush with mirror. What's this one? Ooh, pedicure set. And the cupcake pad. Oh, that is so cute. Look, it's a cupcake pad. Oh, that is so cute. Alright, and now wrapping paper. More wrapping paper. And the books. Okay, here they are. Guarded Wish by Addison Carmichael. Yee. These are going to look so pretty on my shelf. And then Guarded Heart is book 2 by Addison Carmichael. Alright. Oh, and they're really soft too. So, here they are. The books. Okay, so you guys can expect the reviews for both of these soon. And I'm going to be doing, if you guys have been on my channel for a while now, then you noticed I took down some videos. I did not like them, and I'm hoping to do better versions. And I'm going to start doing more book series talk where I rant about the whole book series. I am not the person that likes to do individual book reviews for videos. I like to do the whole series and just rant about it and be like, this book killed me, but then this one made it better, kind of thing. So that's what you guys can expect. Now I gotta go give this box to my little brother to play with. So, thank you guys for watching. Bye. Look out for the new videos when they come out. Bye.